Alright, so here we are with the first episode of the new year for EDC. This is going to be my 2018 everyday carry for January winter EDC. I did this video yesterday. Unfortunately, there was a part in the video where I flashed my ID, so I deleted it. So if you watched it and you land on this again, it's basically the same video. Just probably a little bit better if you want to watch it. It's up to you. If not, 2018 EDC winter carry. First things first, we'll go with onboard stuff. And this is something new that I got, and these are the 511 Tactical Defender Flex jeans. They are really, really comfortable. They are absolutely awesome for carrying a gun, firearm, whatever, knives, flashlights, gear, stuff like that. And we'll just go over some of the specs. If you want to get really into that, to the jeans and what they're made out of and all that stuff, you can find that some other video, because I don't know that, and I'm not even going to attempt to try to know it, because I'm just telling you what I like, and I'm not really a review guy anyway. So I bought them. They work good. You should do the same if you feel like what I'm about to show you meets your expectations. So anyway, first things first, the pockets are freaking awesome because you can carry like your knife up here, and as I go along I'll show you what I have. So up here is the Zero Tolerance 0808 S35 V steel titanium scales, and then next to that I keep the Olight S1 Baton Mini, brand new from Olight, 600 lumens. And what's cool about this little mini pocket up here is that it doesn't interfere with if you need to get something out of this pocket, which is the case with most jeans you buy. Now these jeans are pretty much designed for gear and carrying stuff like that, especially a firearm. One thing I noticed is the crotch area is definitely a plus if you need to get that out of there in a hurry or whatever. It's a nice easy zipper. It might be a YKK zip, I'm not sure, but in any case that area is nice for you. Nice deep pockets. In the back here it has a pocket up here if you want to carry an extra magazine, which shouldn't be an issue if you want to do that. And you know, extra mag. If you fit an AR-15 magazine, I don't have one, but pretty sure it'll fit an AR-15 mag, and it goes down fairly deep. In this pocket I keep Hank TBC handkerchief. Probably has snots on it from 4 months ago, but who's judging me? This little snack. This side I got the Vanquest wallet, and this is where I screwed up last time. Flashed my ID, I forgot to take it out. And this one has the RDIF blocker. I keep a set of lock picks in there. You never know. I actually had to use them a few times already so far. I've gotten quite good at it. So anyway, and there's also another one of those pockets right here. Now what's cool about these jeans too is if you're a guy that uses the Cobra buckles, which are these kind of buckles, and this is a gun belt from One Shot Industries. Really good belt, but it's just a pain in the ass because you always have to take it all apart to get the freaking thing through the belt loops, because they don't ever fit through any kind of loops. But on this belt you'll have no issues with that. They go right through, nice and easy. Of course I get stuck. And yeah, so the firearm is still the Glock 43. We'll show you that in a second. But what I wanted to show you is the way these jeans mold around the gun. They don't leave a gap back there or anything like that. They're just kind of really tight to keep it secure, and it's just very, very easy to carry gear and a firearm. And if you carry a firearm, you know how hard it is to find jeans that just work with it. and it's just a lot of them aren't made for it. This stretchy material, whatever it is, I'm not sure. You can find stretchy jeans anywhere, but these are just awesome. So, getting into that, let's just take the whole thing out of there. I run soft loops, and that's because of the belt that I use with my system. Is a Travex clinch belt. Still using this thing, still love it, very low profile. It's not marketed as a gun belt because of it's not really a gun belt, like, you know, something like your 511 belt, which is really thick and, you know, a gun belt. But with this, with the soft loops, it becomes a little bit too bulky, and with this it works very well, and I just like it a lot. And it wouldn't work if I didn't have soft loops, because the soft loops actually, you know, they're gonna go around that and make it very easy to pull the firearm out when needed. Let's go ahead and clear this because I know it's hot. Alright, so now that's out of the way. The holster is from Silent Arm Concealment. Very good holster, very high quality made. He really did a good job around the edges and everything. He custom made this area here for me for my magazine release to be covered if I wanted to put the extended one in there, which I never do. The problem is with what it was doing is every time I got in a car or whatever, it was popping the mag out, and I didn't like it, so I just took it out and I just left it like that anyway, because, you know, I like it like that. So what I run it with the +1 always from Terran Tactical. Very rare that I'll run a +2 in there. I mean, I kind of find it pretty stupid to get a small gun like this and then make it bigger. It just doesn't seem logical to me. Depending on what I'm wearing, I'll actually make it smaller and just run a factory Glock 6-round in there just to make it a little bit more slimmer. But that's only usually in the summertime when I'm wearing really thin clothes. In the winter, I'll tend to just run my +1 and be good to go. It's got a stippled grip, double undercut, OC Customs trigger, Trijicon HD night sights. You can see that big, you can see the tritium, that big orange red finder. You can find that front sight really easily. And come and take it, little Mavu Nabi saying on there. And OC Customs trigger, I mentioned that. It's stippled underneath here, a little tracer for your little grip. And then also I have a little stippled up here for the finger tracer for when you're unholstering it, just a little reference point. And then also up top here, just to, you know, I don't know if you want to, whatever, it's just there. I just felt like maybe you wanted to put finger there, I don't know. So it's my first stipple job. I didn't do the greatest job, but it works. And it got a little heavy at first and tearing up my skin, but I got used to it and smoothed it out a little bit. Up here it was really tearing up my knuckles, so it kind of looks like shit, but it makes it, it's unique and it's mine. And you know, this is my Glock. There are many like it, but this one is mine. So it's, you know, built for my standards, built for my needs. And I did it myself, and I'm very proud of it. So it's my first gun that I've ever bought too, and I've never stopped carrying it since, and it's just been a little soldier for me. Now I know people get a little crazy about the trigger thing. I think my take on that is it doesn't make the firearm any more dangerous, for one, and for two, the only way I'm ever pulling this thing out is in a self-defense manner. So you're going to have a tough time in court saying that, you know, the trigger is the reason why the person is dead because I pulled it out for a self-defense manner anyway. So it's just like one of those things where it's up to you. I do plan on getting the Gen 5 Glock 19, and I'm not doing anything to that gun because you don't need to, supposedly, so we'll see. But I'm sure in a few years everybody's going to be stippling them and serrating the front slides on it and all that other crap. I just don't plan on doing anything to it. But anyway, that's my Glock 43. Same setup, same carry way, same thing I always do. I got rid of my Glock 27 40 caliber, so this is my main squeeze nowadays. This belt, the Travex clinch belt, it works good for if you appendix carry. Now, I love how, like, it works good because these people always use these sidecar things, but it just bothers the heck out of me when I see these guys and they're like, yeah, this is a minimalist setup. Where's my where is it? Alright, well, let's just say with this one. You know, they're like, yeah, minimalist holster. And they have a freaking gun, an extra mag, and a knife, and this big holster that's minimalist. I don't see how that's minimalist. But if that's what you like, this Travex clinch belt is 100% the way to go for that. I know you could check out Talon. He has a setup like that that's not so extravagant, but it does have the extra mag, which I even find pretty dumb too, but that's my personal opinion. All I need in this life is sin is me and my girlfriend. And that's this thing right here, and that's all I need. I don't need anything else. I'm not getting in gunfights. It's going to be very rare that I even think that I need a gun for anything, but I have it always, and that's just, you know, it's just that I don't feel the need to carry extra mags and knives and neck knives and all kinds of other crap. I'm not even going to use a freaking knife probably. More than likely, I'm using to be real, I'm using my knife to open letters and cut boxes. I mean, that's what I use my knife for. If I need to self-defense, I'm using this. I'm not going to pull a knife out. And like, if I lose my gun, I'm probably in pretty big trouble anyway. So like, you know, it's just like, I don't know, neck knives and all this other crap and K-bars coming out of Kydex holsters with magazines and Glock 19s with and then another 17 round. Just like, what the hell? But each is their own. EDC community is a very tight-knit group of us, and we all respect each other's opinions and carry methods. It's just that, you know, I feel like some people go a little bit overboard. But that's you. That's what you want to do. I'm just going to say that it's not me, and that's my opinion on it. But if you do like all that craziness, this is a good belt for that because it keeps it low profile. And some of these other belts can get pretty bulky when you start adding more material, more Kydex, more gear. So that's really it for my onboard situational stuff. The watch that I'm using today is just a Casio gold cheapy watch. It reminds me of my dad, something he used to wear when I was growing up. He's passed away now, but it just reminds me of him and something he would wear. So I like it. It's a fake gold, obviously. Fake gold, obviously, but you know, it's just a little stylish. Kind of looks good with what I'm wearing and other stuff that I'm wearing when I'm being a little casual. And I rotate that out, obviously, with my G-Shock Atomic Solar watch with the Sun 2 clipper. You guys all seen it a million times. But I like this little watch. It's tells the time. That's what I needed to do. So that is about it for the onboard stuff. As far as complementing these jeans, this is a pretty good outfit with it. I like to wear grays, browns, blacks. I'm not really a bright colored guy in the winter. Like, that's only for summer stuff. But, you know, I'm very, like, color coordinated to the seasons, as you may. Like, if it's summertime, I'm not going to wear a shirt like this. If it's wintertime, I'm not going to wear a teal blue shirt. You know what I mean? So, browns and blacks and stuff like that in the winter. But anyway, these shoes complement these jeans very well. And they are the Clarks. They just look really good with them. And yeah, Clarks. So EDC all the way to the shoes, baby. Alright, so that's really it for my onboard stuff. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything. Any details? I got the Hank. mini pockets on both sides. So you can keep an AR-15 magazine in there if you want. So let's get into the backpack. I'm still rocking my vanquest Trident 20. You'll see all these patches on there. I don't keep those on there when I'm, you know, EDC every day. It's plain. But for the sake of the video, I just threw them on all on there to help out the companies that I have all my gear for. There's 511, there's Keybar, OC Customs Trigger, Black Scout Survivor, Olight, so, you know, and vanquest, obviously. But during the regular days, I like to keep it plain Jane. And that's just how I like it, just like that. No big deal. And this is the vanquest Trident 20 Generation 2. And I still use this bag every day. On the outside, I keep a couple of things, not too much. A Black Scout pen, tactical pen. It's got a Fisher space filler in it. It's a carbine window breaker and also a great self-defense tool. And that is from Black Scout Survivor, Jack over there. Really good tactical pen. I have a video showing how it works. If you want to learn how to break a window, check out my video. I'm still trying to figure out how to put the links up, but I'll figure it out one of these days. And up here on the outside, I keep a Wolf Pup Tops knife, made in the USA. Ricotta scales, very great fixed blade knife. Little tiny sucker. I just slipped that in there. Out here, just a water bottle holder. So we'll just go into this admin pouch. Nothing spectacular in there, just a couple of Sharpie markers, a stylus, a zebra pen, keys, a flashlight, little mini flashlight. A spoon, fork, tool thing. It's got a bunch of different tools on it. And these are just some medication, Tylenol, Advil, Excedrin, Zantac, heartburn stuff. Gum, and that's really it for my admin pouch. YKK zippers, they really started to break in now after a while having this thing. Up here is my dump pouch, recycle firefighter notepad with a Write in the Rain book in there, Fisher space pen. Here's my key bar. I don't use this much anymore on my keys because it's always snapping keys in the door. Too much torque on the keys, I guess. I don't know. I don't use it, but key bar is still a great product. That's my key bar. I still keep it in there because I still use my shop keys and my mom's house key, my sister's, all that. They all stay in there. As opposed to my regular keys, I just have just a mess of keys here right now because I'm not using my key. I'm using an Oldsmobile 88 right now, a little beater. I keep it on there so I can just kind of unhook it real quick if I need to, and unhook the keys if I want to, or whatever keys to warm up the keys, and then have the house keys on me, warm up the car rather, I mean. I have my gym membership card, ShopRite, house key, and then a police lanyard. And then over here, the Olight E3 EOS AAA flashlight. Great little EDC keychain light. I love this thing. I use it a lot. And then my manicure tool, I call it. This is a classic Victorinox Swiss Army knife. And this thing's got the toothpick, which I use a lot. It's got the tweezers. The mini scissors on there, which I always trim my nails with, and then a little knife and stuff on there that I'm always constantly cleaning my nails and fingernails with, and that's just a great little EDC Swiss Army knife. That's it for the dump pouch. Going into this pouch here, which I call my survivor pouch, rather. A lot of the stuff in here is gear if shit just goes terribly wrong. But I also have that throughout the bag, because this, not only is this an EDC backpack, but this is more or less like my get home bag too. You guys see? Yeah, it's not really a good angle. So up here, you got some chem lights, molly sticks, and some older maps from the 60s of Pennsylvania, citywide and statewide behind it. And an emergency first aid guide to tell you how to do different things. What's good about these older maps is a lot of people are going to have newer maps, and there might be some old roads and broken, I'm sorry, like just roads that aren't on the newer maps are going to be on this one. So I find that an advantage. And just to give you a little background on that, I am a pretty big map collector. I love maps. I have a bunch of them from old times. Well, I mean, that's an Esso gas station. We're used to seeing that in the 50s. I mean, look at the old advertisements on these things, guys. So I love, love, love old maps. Here's an old map from New York, North Carolina. I have all through the entire eastern seaboard. This is an old maps from old gas stations that aren't even open anymore. I have, look at this one. Baltimore, old freaking maps, man. These things are from the 50s and 60s. Some of these advertisements are from the 50s and 60s, and a lot of these places aren't even around anymore. So it's really neat to have a little bit of history here. Maryland, Burlington County. I love New York. I just have, and I have more that are locked away in a safe that are really, really old and worth some dough. So, like from the 40s and 30s. So, those ones I'm not going to show you because they're actually, they're not. They're right here. I'll show you, dude. So, Pennsylvania, 1965. That's the original map from the Atlantic City Expressway during the Prohibition. Newark. If I crack this open, a lot of these are like falling apart and stuff, so I kind of keep it in there. And then you got Brooklyn, old Brooklyn map. Here's an old Atlantic City Expressway map. The Bronx. I mean, New England, old Exxon with the tiger, remember that? Old time stuff, guys. I'm really into maps, so a lot of people don't even know how to read maps because they think GPS is going to save them. Well, shit hits the fan situation, GPS is not going to be around unless you have a satellite one or whatever. You know, there's crazy things like that. In this area up front here in this Velcro, I always keep 2 N95 masks, a Sawyer water filter, a pair of gloves, medical gloves, a couple pairs in there, and a reflector blanket, and some extra Ziploc bags. And that is it for the shit drawer, I call it. Everything has to go terribly wrong for me to need anything in there. Oh, and then obviously I keep a Tide to Go pen in there because you never know. You know, Tide to Go. You get a little stain, they work great. Not as good as less oil though. Less oil is the best for getting stains out. In this pouch up here, the magazine area. Up in the top of it, a bunch of band-aids and gauze and tape, Gorilla Tape flattened out, matches, 3 extra magazines for the Glock 43. So you got 7, 6, and one of these is 147 grain SXT hollow points instead of the regular Horn Duty critical duties that I usually carry. I just have one with a little heavier grain, why not? And an Olight S1R baton. he hides out in there. It's my backup flashlight. And then up in this Velcro here, I keep some wet wipes. The Neomag magnetic magazine pocket clip holster thingy, in case you want to carry an extra mag with you in your pocket, and that just kind of goes in your pocket just like a pocket knife. Like I said, I don't ever carry an extra mag, but in case I do want to, I toss that in here. Some earplugs, can't hurt to have them if you go to the range, or you know, just stuff goes, you know, you need to plug up them ears for some whatever reason, you never know. And also, there's a little mini lock, and each lock that's in the designated area is for that area. So that little mini lock is to lock up this part of the bag if I need to. There's this part of the bag will also lock up if I need it to, and then the main compartment will lock up, which we're going to get into now. So in the main compartment here, I keep, or you know, in the little side area thing, a Visine. Got some day quilts, wintertime. If you get a little cold coming, a couple of these a day, man, that cold's gone. Here's the lock for this compartment of the bag. Right behind the main compartment and the Velcro area, I got some food, some Cliff Bars. Really good for when you're hanging off a cliff, as advertised. Up here above that one, I keep like toiletries, toothbrush, toothpaste, scope, toilet paper, and there's a few condoms in there too. You know, you never know when you need a condom. If you want to, you know, it's just a good idea to have a condom, not only for practicing safe sex, or, you know, there's a bunch of other uses for condoms as well. So anyway, and not only that, but every guy should have a condom. Whether or not you use them or not, or you have a girlfriend or not, just have one on you in case somebody else needs it. Whatever, just it's just a good idea to have one. Be prepared for anything. That's the whole point of this whole thing. I see a lot of guys go through their EDC gear and they don't have a condom, and that just makes no sense to me. Not going to get into what's the best kind of condom. You guys can figure that out for yourself. This is a Maxpedition IFAC individual first aid. Got the red tabs on there, and up front here I just keep a CPR breathing mask. Yeah, I know you don't do mouth to mouth anymore, but you know, you can if you need to. There are cases, and this is just a little bit more advanced of a first aid kit that you're gonna buy at like CVS or whatever, and it's fit just for me, for my needs, for what I do at work. Have a lot of stuff for cuts on your fingers and hands and stuff like that. Like the new skin gel stuff and stop bleeding stuff here, scissors, a lot of gauze, a lot of band-aids, diarrhea pills, or a lot of stuff in the back there, or all the way in the back, and bee sting stuff and all that kind of stuff like that. I was dating a girl in September who told me, "Why do you have that? I don't even have band-aids." I'm like, "You have an 11-year-old child. You don't have band-aids? Get with the program, honey." You know, and she breaks up with me, and then it's like, I probably just gave you the best chance of surviving. But if something were to happen, like, you know, I felt like it just like, maybe she thought I was a dork, I don't know, I don't care. But anyway, this thing here is the vanquest EDCM Huge. That girl still pisses me off, you guys can tell. That really got to me. Anyway, the vanquest EDCM Huge is my little toolkit, and this thing's pretty awesome. So, a little life hack I'll show you real quick on this here. You unvelcro that, put a little slit in that, hide some cash in there, and nobody's going to think to look there besides every single person that just watched this video. In the front here, I just keep some gloves, which I always forget are there actually, but I remembered this time. This bag also locks. Little locks there. Run a lock through it. Going inside here, I have a bunch of goodies you guys can check out. We'll start from here. We have a Gerber razor knife thing, CR123 extra battery. We have a Sharpie. We have a Pilot G2. We have 2 locks for the bags, for the Burt's Bees with about 12 feet of Gorilla Tape, a lighter, mini lighter, with more Gorilla Tape wrapped around it, sunscreen, Leatherman Wingman, a crowbar, nice heavy crowbar, not heavy, but little crowbar. Here we have warded locks, warded keys to get into any warded lock, like a padlock that are zigzag. In the back of this, I keep a sill lock key. If you guys don't know what that is, that's to open up water, like a water faucet thing on the outside of like industrial buildings or whatever. Shit has to go pretty wrong if you need water. If a get home situation, 72-hour situation, shit hits the fan situation, you need access to water and you can't get the faucet. This will unlock their faucets, and I'll show you some examples of that. I think I have a video on this. Nah, I might have deleted it. I'll try to do another one and show you how that works, guys. Anyway, this is the Anchor charger. Wire cable, pretty good, heavy duty cable. This is the Anchor charger that I love this thing. I'm gonna get the new one now. It's a little bit more better. It's got the wall plug on it and charge up your devices. My phone charger. There's some, I keep some super glue, which is falling all over the place. Up here. This is the file for the Leatherman Surge. This is an Ontario Rat #1 in D2 steel. Extra blade. Great knife. Custom G10 scales on it. And this is the D2 model 1 steel. Crescent wrench. A SWAT tourniquet. On this side there's a battery, and in this little zipper area back here I keep Band-Aids, diarrhea pills, another set of a couple condoms, and stuff like that in there. That's really about it. The only other thing is in the back here. I might run out of time. If I do, guys, I will catch you in the next one. We're going to try to finish this real quick though. So, but anyway, back here, as you guys always know, I love batting gloves, a schmog. It's winter time, so a fleece hat, heavy mil-spec trash bags, zip ties, heavy duty ones, and then all the way back in there, you'll see a holster, and in case I need to hide my firearm back in there, I can do so. And that's on a